time to tune in. Reno got the stats and the info. Rocking with Flem and be better. That's my kinfolk. We got everything you need and some more. Reporting live with the sports. It's time for Uproar, Uproar, Uproar. It's time to tune in. Reno got the stats and the info. Rocking with Flem and be better. That's my kinfolk. We got everything you need and some more. Reporting live with the sports. It's time for Uproar, Uproar, Uproar.
Good afternoon. Good afternoon. We are live here in the Uproar Nation in the 1912 studios, and welcome to the very first ever live broadcast of Uproar Radio. We are coming to you on game day, and the energy is very, very real today. Your Tennessee State Tigers go on the road to take on Eastern Illinois in Charleston, Illinois. Kickoff is at 2 p.m. Central Standard Time, but right now we're going to set the stage with everything you need to know before the toe meets the leather. We've got a packed show. We're going to hear from some commentary from both coaches, say what they're doing in conference calls early in this week. And also, we got a very special guest, the very good and very all-knowing DJ Ellis. So we're going to get right into it before the game kicks off for ESPN Plus. But this is History, family, our very first live event, and we're making noise for Big Blue. Let's go. Flem, talk to us, man. How we feeling, baby?
Oh yeah, very good, man. You know, it's Saturday. It's game day. I got both my teams on. I got my Tigers on. I got my Cubbies on. You know, Wrigleyville. So, hey, man, we're really excited about today. We're gonna get W's on both sides today.
Oh, much appreciated, man. So, you know, as we talked about in the intro there, Coach Barlow came into the OVC coaches call this week. He sounded very locked in from what we could tell when we were on the call with him. He said that, you know, Tigers have been sharp in practice, focused on cleaning up those penalties, which we're going to get into, and ready to set the tone early on the road. You know, so what we're going to do is let's take a listen here on what Coach Barlow had to say early this week on the OVC coaches call.
Ellen, number 22, who they have listed as their starter, but we saw in their last game, Jay Pearson, number one, a heavy dose of Jay Pearson running the ball and running after contact. So those are runs that we'll show to our team. We won't be surprised by. They want to be able to run the ball against us, and that means gap integrity, lane integrity, and fits from the second level. Integrity has to be really good, and obviously got to be able to tackle these guys.
All righty, good deal, man. So Flem, we heard it from Coach on there, man. He talked about it, big thing, which has been a theme, right? So it is gap integrity. So he's gonna harp on that pretty strong, man. So what are your thoughts about you know, the ability for us to be able to make sure that the Big Blue are standing tall on the run fits?
Yeah, absolutely. You know, we've been talking since the season started, and now we're on game 5. You know, that the Tigers have given up way too many big plays, and mainly in the run game. So, you know, I talked about earlier in the week about making sure the defensive line plays on the other side of the ball. We need to see that. We need to see some penetration there. But everybody needs to be on one note when it comes to stopping the run game. And I really want to see this team fly around today and play aggravated.
Yeah, man, absolutely, man. That leadership is going to be needed for a game like this to get this, get the team going on the right foot here. Taking that ownership, I know he's mentioned that as well too. So looking forward to see the guys up front, man, on D line really get into it. So also, as we said, we had a chance to hear from Coach Wilkerson from Eastern Illinois, and he talked about some things as well too from TSU's athletic ability. So let's hear from what Coach Wilkerson had to say about the Big Blue.
Yeah. First of all, they've got great talent. They're very well coached. Coach Barlow has done a phenomenal job. He's assembled a great group of coaches. They've got experienced guys, coaching all over the program. Offensively up front, they're long and physical, very well coached. The running back is the real deal. He's one of the best backs in the league, certainly leads the league in rushing. The quarterbacks, again, they're problematic. They can throw the football, they can extend plays with their feet, and then they're very long and athletic on the perimeter and explosive. So again, we will have our hands full every single snap with every single player that they put out there on offense. Again, very well coached, talented group. And then on defense, extremely well coached, very physical, big and twitchy up front. Their linebackers are aggressive downhill, very solid, sure tacklers, and they are long and athletic in the back end, and they are going to contest you. Again, they're going to get up in your face and play man-to-man, and they'll play off and play man-to-man, and they'll sprinkle some zone in there if they need to. But they're a very well coached football team. They've got an awful lot of talent. They've played a very difficult schedule, and again, we just got to make sure that we prepare ourselves the best that we can for Saturday.
All righty, there you have it, Coach Wilkerson. Man, he knows this is going to be a tough test for the team, for his EIU Panthers. They look like they've been pretty consistent at home so far this year, and he emphasized some of the other stuff that folks didn't get a chance to hear in the whole conference call. He emphasized execution. They're going to try their best to wear down TSU, control that clock, and see if the Tigers can make them any of those mistakes that they've been known to make so far this year. So, Flem.
Yeah, so listening to the coach this week, and then looking at film, Eastern Illinois is a really sound group, and they run the football well. We talked about the running back, Killam, but they got Pierce as well. Quarterback Wolf already has over 600 yards passing. So, and this is a very tough test for the Tigers. We have to really play our best game this year to walk out of there with a win.
Agreed, man. Like I said, it's going to be a good task and test for the team, man. And I think both coaches agree that it's discipline and execution is going to tell this story. Like I said, we're going to dig deeper into our keys to the game after the break. You're listening to the very first ever pregame kickoff show for Uproar Radio. Don't move. We'll be right back. Big Blue family, homecoming week just got even bigger. On Friday, October 17th, join us inside the XM Radio and Pandora HBCU pop-out inside Hale Stadium for the Tiger Den Group exclusive mixer. This is the place for former players, alumni, and fans to connect and fellowship and celebrate Big Blue Nation before the big game. A $35 ticket includes food, a libation, and most of all, a raffle entry for the exclusive TSU football signed helmet by your favorite legends across all the eras. The raffle will begin at 2 p.m., and you must be present to win. And don't forget, you're helping support the current TSU football team's off-field needs. Tickets are going fast. Secure yours now at thetigerdengroup.org. That's thetigerdengroup.org, and make Friday of homecoming week unforgivable. Let's go Big Blue.
At Pen and Mug, we're not just creatives. We're your fractional creative department. Right here in Nashville, fueled with quite literally by caffeine and inspired by community. We craft compelling brand identities and websites that feel both silky smooth and undeniably you. Whether you're in events, software, or community good, we step in as an extension of your team, balancing strategy, design, and service with seamless ease. Think meticulous craftsmanship meets genuine collaboration and results that keep clients coming back time and time again. So if you're ready to stir up something special for your brand, grab a cup and let's brew something brilliant together at Pen and Mug.
All righty, we are now back. Welcome back to Uproar Radio Show. Again, our very first ever live pregame kickoff show continues. We just heard what both coaches had to say, and now it's our turn. It's time to get into these keys of the game. Like I said, what will it take for the Tigers to go on the road and come back home with the win over Eastern Illinois? Let's break into it. So we talked about this pre-show, Flem, on this, man. I talked about my keys to the game, and I said no turnovers, not limit the turnovers, but it has to be 0 on the turnover block right there. And also, I said defense has to score today. Defense must score to really shift that momentum. And then ultimately, red zone efficiency. It is. We can't be in the red zone and come away with 3 or 0. We got to be in the red zone with touchdowns. We got to get red zone touchdowns. So if we get in the red zone 4 times, right, and we need to be at least 3 or 4 with the touchdown score right there, man. So what do you say to that? What would you add if you got to add something?
Oh, yeah, and no big plays. With the defense must score. I know you're a defensive guy, and I understand the efficiency in red zone, me being an offensive guy, but the big plays really was killed that team. And so, we know they're going to run the football. We know this is a copycat league. We understand that they're going to do the exact same thing that the other schools, if teams that we've played in the last 3 weeks have had success. It's coming right back today. So they got to limit that. Matter of fact, they have to stop the big plays and make a team drive 10 to 12, because really a team hasn't done that this year.
Yeah,
it hasn't been long drive. It's been a pop play. It's been a shot play. And then most of the time, the rest of the game, the defense is playing tough. But they give 3 or 4 every game, every week. And that's why they're giving up over 20 points a game.
Agreed, man. Defense of that challenge is just stopping EIU's QB play, man. Containment on that run game. That's where I've seen it from them. I would also add, obviously, I'm going to keep saying this, third down is going to continuously always be everything. So whether you're dominating or not, third down tells a big story in your production offensively and defensively. So converting on those third downs and then getting out the field on those third downs.
Yep. So that's what we got to see. We got to see a team that's had enough of it, and play it, cohesively and play a all around ball game, all 3 phases. Definitely,
man. And as we know, special teams is going to ultimately matter in this one for sure. You can book it. I'm calling it on this one, man. TSU has to win the hidden yardage challenge battle within this game. And if we're looking at the point spreads right now, the last time I checked, I think it had Tennessee State at +5, EIU -5. So the experts, the betting odds are saying it's going to be a tight game. So if that's what we're saying, then special teams is going to be that third and most important team that's going to shift it for a win for either team.
Absolutely. So I had -6 for Tennessee State, or +6 for Tennessee State, -6 for EIU. So people are expecting a dogfight. So let's see how our kids play today.
We'll do, man. Like I said, we'll keep looking at this, man, as we get really into it. Defense is going to have to force those turnovers, as we said. We're going to keep those rolling. But like I said, here we are. We're going to step aside just one more time, all right? And when we come back, we're going to have a very, very special guest, a proud TSU alum, a Tiger, a great passer of the ball. We're going to have a special guest, DJ Ellis, coming right to you right after the break. Big Blue family, homecoming week just got even bigger. On Friday, October 17th, join us inside the XM Radio and Pandora HBCU pop-out inside Hale Stadium for the Tiger Den Group exclusive mixer. This is the place for former players, alumni, and fans to connect and fellowship and celebrate Big Blue Nation before the big game. A $35 ticket includes food, a libation, and most of all, a raffle entry for the exclusive TSU football signed helmet by your favorite legends across all the eras. The raffle will begin at 2 p.m., and you must be present to win. And don't forget, you're helping support the current TSU football team's off-field needs. Tickets are going fast. Secure yours now at thetigerdengroup.org. That's thetigerdengroup.org, and make Friday of homecoming week unforgivable. Let's go Big Blue.
At Pen and Mug, we're not just creatives. We're your fractional creative department. Right here in Nashville, fueled with quite literally by caffeine and inspired by community. We craft compelling brand identities and websites that feel both silky smooth and undeniably you. Whether you're in events, software, or community good, we step in as an extension of your team, balancing strategy, design, and service with seamless ease. Think meticulous craftsmanship meets genuine collaboration and results that keep clients coming back time and time again. So if you're ready to stir up something special for your brand, grab a cup and let's brew something brilliant together at Pen and Mug.
All righty, welcome back to Uproar Radio live pregame kickoff show, and it's time for that special moment. Our first ever live guest join us today, a Tiger who knows exactly what it feels like to wear that big blue, a proud alumnus who left his mark on the program, Mr. Draylon Ellis. At Tennessee State, Draylon Ellis, this man has been rewriting record books since the moment he stepped on campus. Check this out for a listen, you all. Over 9,700 passing career yards, 70 touchdown strikes, and at his tightest, his passing rating was north of 130 pass rating. He's been the heartbeat of the Tiger offense the last 3 years when he was here, starting off from his freshman year, OVC co-freshman of the year, to becoming a Jerry Rice Award finalist and stacking up the big OVC South Player of the Week honors. Draylon has done it all. It's his leadership, the composure, the swagger that has made him the face of TSU football when he was there. Draylon, welcome to the show, man. All right, we still waiting on Draylon?
Yep. It's okay. Yeah, so we're talking about big play Dre. We're trying to get him locked in right now. And, you have a couple of bumps on the first live show, so, things happen. But nevertheless, we're going to have big play Dre come in, as I call him. And, he's going to give us some insight on how to travel in the OVC and have some success, as he was the first quarterback in 25 years to bring a championship back to Nashville.
That he was.
2024 OVC co-champion. So let's see if we can help Dre.
Like I said, while we're getting Draylon to come in, let's have a little talk about it, Flem, on this, man. When you thinking about a quarterback like Draylon, who was very successful, right? Because before he came to Tennessee State, he was at Austin Peay and was highly successful there, right? And then things shift, and he makes the opportunity to come to Tennessee State. So, when you think about a guy like that who can be very successful at two different spaces, man, what does that say to you about a young man like that?
Means he's a generational talent. I mean, he's a one of one, and we saw it on the field, and they saw it in Clarksville, and we saw it in Nashville, and that's why we knew this year's team was going to struggle, or was a big question mark of who was going to be the signal caller.
Yeah, because
you just can't replace a DJ Ellis. It just don't happen. What I mean? That's born, that's gifted, and so that's why the quarterback play has really struggled this year, because those guys are so new and they're young and they haven't played. Because you don't play when Draylon Ellis is on your team. I mean, you sit on the bench.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man.
So it's understood, unless you're just blowing somebody out. So that's why we're seeing that.
Well, good deal, man. Like I said, we got you. We got Draylon in, man, through the technical difficulties. I'm kind of upset because I gave you what I would say is a phenomenal intro, man. So I'm gonna have to, if it's okay with you, let me go back and just reread some of this stuff right here, you all, for Draylon, because I want to make sure we give that man his flowers. Let's see here, Draylon, over 9,700 career passing yards while at Tennessee State, 70 touchdown strikes. At your best, your passer rating was north of 130, which is a phenomenal thing to have. Then we talked about some other stuff you did before Tennessee State, OVC co-freshman of the year, and then finally becoming a finalist for the Jerry Rice Award, and just stacking up OVC Players of the Week honors all throughout the show, man. So again, you had that leadership, that composure, that swagger, man. Draylon, welcome to the show, big guy.
How y'all doing? Thank y'all for having me.
Yeah, man. Pleasure, man. It's good to have you here as well, too, man. So, like I said, I'm not gonna steal this show, man. For me, just talk to us about, since winning the OVC last year, leading the team to OVC championship last year and a playoff run. What's been up with Draylon since then, man? What we got going on, man? We still got some UFL, NFL aspirations, I'm assuming, right?
Yes, sir. So just been training, man. Just still staying active. Went on the UFL shot. They kind of been pushing the draft back. So really just staying active and just staying ready for that opportunity to come. They got a few UFL showcases that I might try out to go out to in Dallas and stuff like that. So just to get a few more eyes on me. So I'm still looking for that UFL opportunity.
Always. Definitely, man. And I'll hold off on this question. Let me pass it to Flem first. Flem, you take the next question.
Oh, yeah. So, Draylon, I've been wanting to ask you this question since, you've been playing quarterback. How far can you really throw a damn ball? You know what I'm saying? Have me ever measured this? Because I've seen you make throws from the same platform. I don't know if you're going to throw it 5 yards or 55 because you just have a talent that you just was born with. Shouts out to your dad, James, Big Game James.
Yeah.
But how far have you thrown a football?
Probably the farthest that in game that I threw probably was like a 60-yard ball, but I feel like I can reach 70, 75.
Goodness gracious.
Yeah, I can reach that. I can definitely
you know what? Most people, when somebody tell me that, I'd be like, that's cap.
Yeah.
But you know what I'm saying? But no, I really believe you can throw a football as far as you want to. You know what I mean?
Yeah, the touchdown versus UT Martin was probably like 56 yards in the air. So I definitely can get 70, 75.
And you was on a toenail. You know
Yes,
what I'm saying? I know your quarterback coach, you know what I mean? And so the only thing he talks about is that Draylon can throw the ball as far as he wants to, and half the time his feet are bad. You know what I'm saying? So, shouts out to you, DJ. A bunch of love for you, brother.
Yes, sir.
Good deal, man. So look here, man. We're going to get a little bit on today's stuff with the team playing against Eastern Illinois. So we won't hear you on that. But again, when you see, and I know you had a chance to be close to the team, be on the sideline games and practice and things like that, but what do you see as the biggest challenge for TSU when they go on the road in a matchup like this against Eastern Illinois?
The biggest challenge, honestly, is the crowd noise. Obviously, when you go to away games, you're gonna have that home field advantage. They're gonna have that home field advantage. But just slow down the crowd noise. Just go play by play. Don't try to force any big plays. Don't try to force interceptions. Don't try to force it. Just let everything come to you. Just go through the game play by play. The crowd is going to bring noise. The crowd is going to be excited for their team. But if you can just slow down the crowd noise, you got a great chance. So that's the biggest thing for me telling TSU as they go to face Eastern Illinois is just control the crowd. Every play that you can make them sit down and be quiet, I feel like we have an advantage over EIU.
Yeah. Agreed there. A follow-up to that for me is, especially with the days, right? And you just talked about it with the crowd in the stands. And I'm not sure, I can't remember, did you ever have to travel to Eastern Illinois to play there?
Yeah, I traveled
right?
once,
right.
My junior year.
That's right, your junior year. So like me, you've been up there as well too. I know for us, when we played against them, it was a heavy wind factor. And it's elements like that that come into play, especially once you get inside October, November, when you go to spaces like that in Illinois. I mean, and beyond Chicago being the windy city, like I think that whole state is pretty windy, man. But let's give me your thoughts on just what do you got to think about as a quarterback, but also as a play caller, and when you got the elements that you can't control that come into factor as well. To me, how do you think through that as just a quarterback?
Just knowing, I feel like just knowing where the wind is coming from, I would say that's a big part. Just knowing the trajectory of your ball, if you got to throw a 1 ball, 2 ball, 3 ball, and then the play calling come in as just where we at on the field. So wherever they at on the field, just think about that. I feel like the playing field will be pretty even today, just because it's kind of hot outside. It's feeling good. It's not late November, anything like that. So the cold won't get to us, anything like that. But really just knowing the trajectory of the wind and stuff for the quarterbacks, just knowing what kind of ball to throw, 1 ball, 2 ball, 3 ball, as I said. So really just that. It's small stuff.
Agreed there. Flem, man, you got to follow up to that?
Yeah, so that's why that type of insight is really what we're lacking on the team currently, is that leadership, especially on the offense side of the ball.
Yes.
And you can't expect these kids, and a lot of these kids were playing in high school, what I'm saying, this time last year. But that's the reason why having that veteran leadership and having that insight, people don't recognize how picking up on certain keys helps on the field, what I'm saying, helps in performance. So, that being said, I think our team, it probably was best for us to get out of Nashville and get an opportunity to get that us versus the world, what I'm saying. So I expect our program and our team to excel today. And so, having you on, we thought, like, listen, this is our shiny penny, if you want to say, lucky guy. So, so this is intentional, but what everything you just spoke about absolutely is important. And I think our team is going to take that.
All righty. Well, like I said, there you have. Hey, real quick, Draylon, I know we're cutting it close towards kickoff. Can I ask you to stay on after this break? I do want to get some more thoughts as we make these final coaching points for the team, man. Can I get you to stay on just a few more minutes?
Yes, sir. I'm good.
I appreciate it, man. Well, look here, man. That was powerful stuff right there. Thank you for being a part of this as well, too, folks, man. On the other side of the break, we're going to do our final hype and send off, and we're going to close this thing out for the first official live show. See you on the other side of the break. Big Blue family, homecoming week just got even bigger. On Friday, October 17th, join us inside the XM Radio and Pandora HBCU pop-out inside Hale Stadium for the Tiger Den Group exclusive mixer. This is the place for former players, alumni, and fans to connect and fellowship and celebrate Big Blue Nation before the big game. A $35 ticket includes food, a libation, and most of all, a raffle entry for the exclusive TSU football signed helmet by your favorite legends across all the eras. The raffle will begin at 2 p.m., and you must be present to win. And don't forget, you're helping support the current TSU football team's off-field needs. Tickets are going fast. Secure yours now at thetigerdengroup.org. That's thetigerdengroup.org, and make Friday of Homecoming Week unforgivable. Let's go Big Blue.
At Pen and Mug, we're not just creatives. We're your fractional creative department. Right here in Nashville, fueled with quite literally by caffeine and inspired by community. We craft compelling brand identities and websites that feel both silky smooth and undeniably you. Whether you're in events, software, or community good, we step in as an extension of your team, balancing strategy, design, and service with seamless ease. Think meticulous craftsmanship meets genuine collaboration and results that keep clients coming back time and time again. So if you're ready to stir up something special for your brand, grab a cup and let's brew something brilliant together at Pen and Mug.
All righty, we are back now again as we get ready to close out this show here. Again, want to thank Draylon for staying on with us for this final run here, man. We're going to go into the keys, our final keys for this show, man, for the game right here. This is what it's all about. Game day energy. Tiger, the Big Blue is fired up. A chance to make a statement on the road, and this is going to be the key for us. So we talked about this, Dre. I'm not sure if you had a chance to hear the original keys to the game that Flem and I had. I said no turnovers, not limit turnovers, but I said no. Like, we cannot have turnovers as in the past. Pretty much every team we played has turned a turnover into 7 points, if I'm remembering that correctly. And then I said, defensive line needs to win, has to score. Defense has to score at least one time. I think it's going to be key to do that. Defense has come close to scoring as well, too. I mean, we had a couple strip sacks and things like that. We've had quite a few drop interceptions. So I'm looking forward for them to making good on those. And then the other one was red zone efficiency. We really missed out on opportunities last week against Tennessee Tech, being in the red zone 3 or 4 times and coming away with, I think, only 6 points. So got to turn those into, touchdowns and not field goals or missed opportunities there. So, what's the key that you have? Did I miss anything?
No, I mean, you said everything. I want to add one more. Be great on third down. When you're on third down, I mean, third down win you a lot of games. So when you look at the end of the game and TSU, I feel like TSU needs to at least be 75% for us to have a great chance, because you can't go 25% on third down and expect to get a victory out the game. Yeah. That's a big point of college football, NFL, anywhere, any kind of football. Third downs efficiency is the make or break if you win a game. So that would be my only point, just to be great on third down on offense and defense. Just getting stops on third downs on defense and then converting on third downs on offense. Yeah. And make sure we limit the turnovers, like you said.
Definitely. Flem, final keys. Yeah. What do you want to see? It's outside of keys, because we talked about this, but what's the one thing you want to see from TSU?
I want Tennessee State to be physical. I want them to impose their will. I want them to understand that these guys are in the wrong place and at the wrong time. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I want some of that today, because we should be aggravated and angry being 1-3. Now you're in a new month, October, you can go 1-0, and you really need to take that frustration out on them other disappointments you've had in the other 3 games, and we break the losing streak and we go up there and we punish them, like we should. So that's what I want to see. I want to see a physical ball club.
Definitely. Man, and I'll say the same thing. I'm going to echo what you said, Flem. Man, got to impose that will, man. And you just gonna have to play like you got something to go get, offensively, defensively, and special teams. On special teams, cover like it matters. On offensive line, block like it matters. Receivers, run your routes like it matters. DBs, cover. Linebackers, tackle. The whole defense, everything. Be physical like it matters, man. So, with that being said, I think that's going to be it for us, as it had a great kickoff show here. We're going to ask you all to head on over to ESPN Plus. Make sure you watch those Tigers take on the Eastern Illinois Panthers as they kick off, man. This has been the live recording of Uproar Radio Show Kickoff.